Alrighty, so a lot of trial and error and a lot of messing around has kind of given me an idea where it's safe to build a base and not build a base. Or not so much where, but when. And first of all, you can't put your base computer anywhere near a portal or it's not going to work. And the way I'm gauging all of this is by whether or not the discovery services shut off when I try to upload the base. I've got bases everywhere and then secondary bases farther from the portal, trying to find ones where when I hit upload, it doesn't shut off, because I have one experience where hitting upload and it not shutting off led to the base being viewable by my wife and then by another player who I've never been in multiplayer with, that I found through Reddit, who I use to test my bases, my farms. So he gets something out of it. But anyway, so I've been zigzagging all over the goo attack cloud tonight, trying to find one of my bases where it would actually upload without the discovery services shutting off. And I found one. So the first thing I did is I ran back to the portal and deleted the portal base, put down a beacon, and now I'm going to go over there to the base and we're going to start building. And I think this is going to be what I'm going to call a pedestal build, where there's like some kind of natural structure, and then I'll build like a tower off of it and then a platform on top with the farm on it. Here we go. All right. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do here. I've been messing around with other ones that wouldn't upload, so I abandoned them pretty quickly. Ones where there's like a tower like this and I build on top of it. I've got one where there's just a giant tower that comes to a point. It's like the end of a sharpened pencil. It's way up there. But I can't get that one to maintain the discovery service connection when it uploads. And I've walked away from that one basically. So this one I want to build up here. The base computer's right here, which is fine. And I guess the first thing I need to do is establish a level platform from which to build. Let me get this out of the way right here, because that's not of any benefit to us right now. So we'll always go back to these concrete pavers. This is the Hills Have Eyes, is the name of the system. I want to try to keep a theme when I pick the color. First things first, where's the portal? The portal is that way. I want to try to make it kind of square to the portal, which is about impossible, but I can't tell if I'm square to the portal. Or wait, I can tell if I'm square to the beacon by doing this. Putting that right in the center of that star. So, there that is. Oh, I guess I needed to pick a color. Oh, all these colors really suck except for like 3 of them, and I just get stuck using them over and over. I guess I'll do a whole base in the red. See how that looks. Down a little lower. Alright, so there's the cornerstone of our base. The tower anyway, so we're going to want to make it look nice and flat here, so. Get going this way. Oops. Put the cursor on the connection thing, rotate it so it's pointing in the same direction. Here. Alright. Go one that way. It won't let me build under. Oh, it will let me build under the base computer one. Usually it doesn't. Yeah, usually it won't let me do that. I'm surprised. A little farther. I think that's... Just want to cover the whole tower area in something level. So it's going to be 3x4 or 4x4 or something like that, which is fine. And let's see here. Like it matches up okay. That'll be interesting. Alright, does that cover the whole tower here? Not really. I need to go further that way. Go one more this way here. So today I did learn from talking to someone on Reddit that there is a limit to the number of pieces that are uploadable. Like you can have 20,000 pieces to your base, but the maximum that's uploadable is 4,000. Now that 150 dome one I built, which was supposed to be 200 dome that I gave up on because they shut it off for being next to a portal, that was 1,700 pieces, and it didn't have the plants in it yet. And the plants would have been like another 2,400 or something like that pieces, just for the 150 domes I had. So that's an abandoned project. That's just scrap that'll be tore down later. Or I might just reduce it to 100 domes and change the layout a little bit. But that's basically, that thing's on the back burner for quite a while to come. Because I want to build stuff that I can actually use and other people can actually see. So we got to go this way a little more. Hitting the wrong thing here. Oops, no, that one wasn't laid down right. I don't know if it had an impact on it or not, but we always try to do it from the connection thing here by putting the cursor on that. Be consistent. And then we go across in hopes that it'll be level. The outside perimeter of this is probably not where the walls of the tower are going to be that we're going to make. So, okay, so right now, let's see, we're 4 by 5. So I guess we'll go, which side do we need to go further on here? That could certainly use it, so let's see. And the portal's that way, so we'll use that. Now, none of this is like in the other things that I built where I just laid down a bunch of stuff to get it square and then tore it apart later once I built the actual base around it. I think this, what I'm building right here, is going to be permanent. So let's see. Yeah, that covers a good portion of that right there. Covers, man, I could really go farther that way, but... Ugh. I want to go 6 by 6, not really. So we got this right here. So we need to clean it up a little bit. We don't want it just to look like it's floating out in the middle of nowhere like this, so we're going to build walls on it. Or, let's see. I've come to like these things quite a bit. They just look more construction-y. They kind of give it more of a scaffolding kind of look. Even when you stack them, they look nice. See? Yeah, I think we're going to go with just the corners. Is the part that we're going to do here. It's so hard to tell with the weather problem. That's going to be a problem. I will ride this thing all the way to the fucking ground. I am not having it asymmetrical, or it's got to look like it's real construction. So that. There. I'll do every single fucking one of them. That's what I gotta do. I mean, in the future, I might just be like, oh, there's too many parts, and then fucking come back. But right now, I want this to look good. That also will create an anchor point for stairs. So, what was something that was just an embarrassing mistake is actually going to be something practical. And I'll take this one all the way down too. Actually, with this, I should just be doing those right there. Yeah, I should have did that all the way down, just for the using the less resources aspect of it. But it's ferrite dust, which is practically free and plentiful everywhere, so... And again, when I'm going up, I look up. I'm like, oh, like there's more TV up there. I use a TV. It's like a 40-incher. And it's ridiculous. Just like when you're playing a driving game, you start doing this shit. Well, I mean, nowadays they actually have controllers in it. But when I was younger, that was kind of absurd because they didn't have those little motion sensors in them and shit like that. But I guess nowadays people really do have to do that in driving games. Alright. So we got all these sunk in. Alright, great. So we can get back up to the actual base here. Now this will be visible from the portal, which is of course the most important thing as far as location goes. And it's got a nice backdrop there too. That looks pretty cool. Like a bullseye. Alright. We could even go so far as to build it in such a manner as the primary structure will be in the center of the bullseye thing. Perhaps even shaped so, you know, when you look at it from the portal. I don't know. Like make your own little eclipse. Alright, let's see here. So it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So get in the middle, we would have to do... Fucking odd numbers, man. There's no way to really do this the way I want to do it, unless I did the whole inner perimeter. Because I go from 5 to 3 to 1 in width. Because you got to burn 2 every time you come in a ring. And what I'm saying probably doesn't make sense because you're not picturing what I'm picturing in my head. So like if I was going to build a wall all the way around the outside of this, it would have a width, the entire structure would have a width of 5 panels. If I move 1 in and build a wall around the entire, you know, leaving 1 panel on the outside, you know, like a step pyramid or something, it'd be a width of 3. And then we're stuck right here with the middle, which is 1. So what is the best way to do this? I could do like a plus sign structure. That's what we're going to go for, I think, is we'll go with the plus sign structure. But what do I want to use for this? Decisions. Walls are such a bitch. I wish there was some way to just put these little snap foundations. Any of them. Like any of these foundation things that snap. It'd be so great if they would just snap on this thing, but they won't. And they're the same size as the foundation pieces right here, which they also don't snap to as far as I know. So it's really not much help at all. I could, let's just for S and G here, let's put this, like, is there a way I could dead center this in here? Almost definitely not. There is no way to get a metric to where this will just go dead center. Although, admittedly, that's really good. Let's see if this will snap to it. Ooh, baby. All right. So we're going to go with that. That really is really looking good right there, too. It doesn't seem like it's really far out of square or anything. And worst comes to worst, I can delete this out. So, let's see. Well, let me put another one of these right there. It will. Oh. So this is kind of going to look like a fucking antenna. And I don't really know if I want an antenna. He's also pretty square. As you can see, as you expand it out, that it is not centered because there's more of a gap over here than there is over here, which just immediately ruins it for me. So let's put this back in here. I don't want to deal with shit not being square and center. I mean, it's bad enough that I couldn't make it square to the portal. It does look like the portal, if I was going to make it square, I'd have to be over here somewhere, maybe. So we're left with the usual, the walls. Walls, walls, walls. Walls that absolutely do not want to be straight. Like, nothing you say or do is going to make them want to be straight. Alright, so we're gonna go with the 3 wide, I guess. God damn, I really don't want to do that. We can do this in the 3 wide. I mean, I don't mind that. It's just, how's it gonna be? Do the plus pattern on it? Or do the corners? Do the plus pattern on it. So we'll go 1 there. There. It's already got 2 different places it can hook, it looks like, here. Is there a difference between these? No. Hopefully not. If there is, I haven't detected it yet. Okay, so we got those right there. You know, whoop-de-doo-dah. But assuming that those are square, then it should be pretty easy to get this going up here. No matter where I go, it's going to sit in the same spot, so... One elevation on this. It's just, it's novel. I mean, I have to enjoy doing this, and like, if I just come in here and just lay down a flat surface and build another, you know, yet another farm, I'm already sick of doing the orbitals. But just to build, I've built so many that were just, you know, flat farms or whatever, and or just farms that are a little bit elevated. It's not challenging, and it's not aesthetically pleasing. So what do we got there? Those are all the same height, right? Oh, wait, this one's missing one. Alright. That right there is a good start. I want to go a little higher, but I don't know if I should, like, make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. Like, how could I do that? Base computer is going to interrupt any ability to put walls through here, I would think. Maybe we can just, like, tie it across here. It'll let me. Okay, wait, I have a better idea. Let me get out there. Let's see how much the base computer will interfere with this. Oh, damn it. Jesus. I don't know why. I'm forced to build on whatever planet that it's going to accept me building on. Fucking trade computer thing down there. I think I do. Alright. We'll throw aesthetics to the wind here. This planet sucks. I would not pick this planet if it wasn't for the fact that this base will actually upload without shutting off the servers. I don't know why this one does and others don't. It'll just be a computer and a teleporter, and 80% of them will shut off the servers as soon as I upload. So I'm stuck with this shit planet for now if I want to build. That's not all the way up there. There we go. And keeping in mind the cross pattern on the bottom, keeping it consistent. Oh, apparently failed to do that. Alright, so that's across there, and then... Oops. Again, keeping the cross pattern the same. Well, what the hell, man? These aren't... Either of these aren't the way I want them to be. Alright. So we've got that. It's not very attractive. But of course, this whole, like I said, this whole planet is not attractive. I'm tempted to just keep going up here. Why not? Oh, I'll have to go up and get some more ferrite dust pretty soon here. Yep, go get more ferrite dust. Okay, I'll just put the teleporter right here. As you can see, I've got several pages of bases here. Just trying different stuff out, trying to see what'll work. Most things do not work at this point. This is September 9th, or no, September 7th. And 1.59, I think, we just got recently. And it still doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Hopefully the next one it'll work. Let's see. Less talk, more movement. There it is. Big Bob. If you've ever seen The Hills Have Eyes too, if you've ever seen The Hills Have Eyes too, I can make a sentence. Big Bob is the, like the dad, he's the patriarch of the family that gets trapped out there in Nevada. In both versions, in the remake and in the original, it's Big Bob. In the remake, Big Bob, who's like this big, burly guy, he's played by the guy that played Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. So dude put on some weight and got way more gruff. He went from, playing a, like a sissy boy kind of dude, dancing around weighing like 85 pounds to being Big Bob. Alright. And at least it teleports us there. Back up here, we're going to build this thing taller. So instead of doing, an orbital, we're going to build, like what I'm going to call a pedestal. And in the process, hopefully this will present different problems. Although it's really not. No. Anytime you leave the system, you gotta put your colors back. But again, you know, anymore, it's just going to boil down to getting what I want, and then when it's time to build the domes, building a deck. Oh, starship inside object. How do you figure? Oh, give me a break. Why is it right there? That is the dumbest place for it. That noise coming from, well, actually, you probably don't hear it, but barely off camera there, that stuff my wife's doing. She's clipping her toenails while I'm trying to record a video. Always very courteous, my wife. And here we go. Zigzagging on up. So it tries to throw you off to the side. Alright, made it that far. Made it that far. I'm not going to make it any farther. I'm going to have it to reload or charge. Alright. Hello, teleporter. And I can come back in and fill this in a little bit later, you know, and put more cross members on it and stuff like that. Because doing it this way, there's only one thing it can hook to, so nothing can go wrong. So when we start putting the deck down up there, because there's going to be a deck, we start putting that deck down, we are going to have, like, you know, everything level. And then the other stuff we put under here can't mess with it. Until that deck is down. Can't even tell how tall these are now. Thinking they're not all the same height. Can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 7, 8. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So we'll do the same thing again. We'll drop these across there. I can't remember which way the other ones were. I'm not oriented in the same direction, so. Just spent like $600 building my wife a new computer. Got it all put together last night. Probably put a good. I'm not very good at it. It's only the second one I built, you know, and I run into problems and I don't know where to look and I don't know what to plug into what, so. Shit. Oh, that's great. I fell off both of them. Yeah, so what does she do with that computer? Facebook. Not even Facebook games, just Facebook. That's it. Made it very similar to my computer, but I'm not putting the graphics cards in it or nothing like that I put in mine. Because I knew this was going to happen, that it would just turn into Facebook. But when the time comes for her to mine for me again, it'll be a little easier for her. And we're going to do a height check pretty soon here. We're going to go back to the portal and see how this looks and see what adjustments we need to make. Because the first aesthetic that I'm worried about when I make these is how they appear from the portal when someone comes through the portal because they want to come to the farm and use it or whatever. You know, what is it going to look like to them? So we'll get this up a little higher. And this does kind of look like the, well, minus the ridiculous plants, this does kind of look like the Nevada desert as it's presented in the movie. So, it's fitting, I guess, apart from the instant death that you experience when it storms. And heading over to the portal. Make sure I put a beacon at it, because otherwise I'll lose it. Especially some of these bases, they're like 7, 8, even over 1,000 units from the portal. It's pretty easy to forget where the portal is when the event's not going on. Last week there was an event going on, and I just used that for free portals, so I didn't have to go find alien monoliths to find them. I just went system to system, found the portal, dropped a base. Alright, let's see. Which way is the base? The base is that way, and I can't... Let me see here. This is the business end. So we're going to have to go quite a bit higher to be seen over that hill, unfortunately. Oh, no we're not. There it is right there. You can see it. I'll count the number of spaces there are between those plus-shaped decks, and I'll go like one higher, because this actually is a pretty good look right here. I want it to be above this pillar, so I'll have to go a little bit higher, but not too much. So I'm pretty excited about this. And then hopefully, when I do my first, because I haven't uploaded it since I found out it would work, hopefully it doesn't just magically stop uploading. So I've had other ones upload and work, and then when I go to upload it again, it just shuts off the Discovery services. And then you can't upload it, and no one ever sees the motherfucker. Very frustrating. But again, they're allegedly working on that. It's only been a couple of months. I need to give them time. I was trying to come up with like some kind of a plan. I don't know how to do anything regarding modding or programming, but I saw some of the stuff that the save editor for this program, for this game does. It's a program like a mod or whatever. Well, it's just a program that someone used. You could like back up your bases and stuff like that. And I realized, well, if that gets all the base data, couldn't we just use that and upload it to like some kind of shared database or something like that? And then not even have to worry about hello games if we wanted to see each other's bases. It sounds like it's not impossible. I talked to the guy that made it, just slightly. You know what, I don't care if those are where they're supposed to be or not. And it just occurred to me, I just don't care. I can come back and put those decks wherever I want later. If there's an aesthetic issue there. Getting very close to building stairs on this. Oh. Oh. Time to build stairs. Alright. I mean, what is this? Who would build stairs like that? So why is it like that? Scream. What? It's not even perfect. I don't care. You're all coming off there later. I'll do good stairs eventually, but not. Just whatever makes it easy. I don't have to burn up all my jetpack just to fucking... Oh, shit. So... as a testament to how straight and even those archway things that I'm using for a frame there are. This is a very flat thing right here. I like that. I like flat. There. You want some camera time, little buddy? Alright, so let's get up there and build us a, build us a fucking landing pad before I lose my mind. Oh, here it comes, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, whew. Alright, here we are. Let's build out a little bit first, because I don't know which direction I'm going to go in or what the whole width and length of this is going to be yet. Instead of doing a strip like I have been doing with the orbitals, I would like this to not be a strip. I was even thinking about trying to build them in a circle, because you can put the domes wherever you want. It'd just be incredibly hard to measure it, but maybe not impossible. Alright, let's see here. Or maybe a hexagon, I don't know. Let's get some more of these out here. 1, 2. Cannot build invalid position. Would you care to elaborate on that? How much do you want to bet my starship is under there? Why won't it let me build that there? I've never... Oh. Well, here's the problem. The wall's not at the end of the fucking thing. Yes, extreme heat damage, okay. Alright. Alright, we have the landing pad in place. And then we will attach to the landing pad ground building. We have somewhere to hide. Alright, so well, I got a navigation data on me, don't I? Just call the old ship over here. No, apparently I don't have a navigation data. As you can see, the Discovery services are active. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I start trying to upload. But I'm not going to try to upload. I might be almost done before I upload, to be honest. Now, obviously, it's not going to keep looking like that. What's great is there's these little V struts, and not struts, I don't know what they are. There's little V brace things I think I can put under there as well. Make it look better, but it's not going to be that wide. It's just barely over the top of, well, you can't see where I'm pointing again. I keep doing this, but this pedestal right here, as you can see, it's just a little bit over the top of it. And if you're closer, it's not an issue. If you're farther, it's even more over it. So when someone comes through the portal and they pop up in this region, they're going to see that over there. And that's the goal. So placement is done. Height and everything's good to go. Probably what I'll do is what I normally do, which is, whoops, I need to get my ship here, is build a maintenance deck to build from underneath from if I need to. And to set up some other stuff. So the top right there is actually not the top. It'll go one level higher. And okay, so there's two things left to do here. Number one is build out this deck, and number two is to do that I need to get more ferrite dust. So I'm gonna end this first video here. There's the placement. Whoop-de-doo-dah. And I'll start another video when I start the actual construction of the base proper. This is just what it's being built on. So that's that.